Sir, walang audio sa online.
Sorry. Okay. Ah. Okay, thank you. So yung first few minutes din ng video ay wala ring audio. Okay. Okay na yan. Oo. Ang importante naman yung examples eh. Okay. Yung mga definition of terms, mababasa nyo naman yun eh. So, ang sinasabi natin dito is A, B, Y is this just the same as if you operate B on Y first and then you operate A on the results of the operation on B on Y. Okay, so parang associative tong ano na to, tong rule na to. So the product of two differential operators always exists and is a differential operator. So yung product nila is also a differential operator. So in the product A, B, let's say equal to C, is also a differential operator. Okay, then for operators with constant coefficients, but not usually for those with variable coefficients. Okay, for operators with constant coefficients, but not usually for with variable coefficients. It is true that AB equals EA. So ito naman ay yung commutative property ng operators. Now, in general, okay, not operators commute. Okay, lalo na mahal ng gasolina. Okay? In quantum physics particularly, may mga operators na hindi nagko-commute or hindi nag-apply itong property na ito. Hindi sila interchangeable. Okay? And that actually results to tawag dito. That is a consequence of hindi ko alam kung narinig niyo na Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Okay? So, matututunan niya lahat sa quantum physics. Okay, but for now, yung mga pag-aaralan natin na mga operators dito ay nagko-commute. Now, if you notice na yung properties ng mga operators na ito ay parang properties din naman ng mga ordinary numbers or ordinary functions, right? Which means na we can manipulate operators as if they are simply algebraic equations. Okay, so for example, if we let an operator A be equal to the differential operator D plus 2. Okay, remember that this can be written as D dx plus 2. And another operator B, dito na lang, B equals sa 3D minus 1. Okay, which means na ito ay pwedeng isulat as 3D dx minus 1. Okay, now we can write BY equals sa 3D minus 1y equals sa 3 dy dx minus y. Okay? So, which is now a new operator, okay, operating on the function y. And then if I operate a on by, okay, I get d dx plus 2, okay, 3d dx y minus y, okay, equal sa, okay, so multiply ko muna yung first terms sa bawat parenthesis. So 3d squared dx squared y, and then 6 dy dx. So ito, multiply ko yun sa isa't isa. And then ito naman, minus minus d dxy, and then minus 2y. Yes, may ito lang. Okay. Okay. So, pwede kong gawin to 3d squared dx squared plus 6d dx minus 6 minus 1 is 5, ba? So 5d dx minus 2, and then parenthesis y. Okay, and then in operator notation, in differential operator notation, this is d squared plus 5d minus 2y. Okay, now, using yung differential operator na notation, ito at saka to, I can write d plus 2, 3d minus 1, okay, and then just use yung algebraic laws, di ba? So 3d squared plus 6d minus d minus 2, which is 3d squared plus 5d minus 2, which is exactly itong equation na ito. Okay? So, yung paggamit natin ng differential operator, okay, makes it actually easier. And sabihin na natin more efficient, di ba, to write kasi hindi na tayo magsusulat ng ddx every time. You simply need to write d. Okay? Okay? Yes. Wala naman, convenience lang. Oo. Kasi mamaya pag nagsosolve na tayo ng differential equations, makikita niyo kung gaano siya ka-convenient. Okay, let's see if they commute. So in other words, ang AB by equals to BA. Of course, if we're just considering differential operators, then we get the same result, diba? 3d squared plus 5d minus 2. But what if we do this? First, we operate AY. Okay, AY is d dx plus 2. So d dx plus 2 operating on y. So d dxy plus 2y. And then we operate B on AY. What do we get? Ang B is 3d dx, ano nga yung B? Minus 1. Okay, times d dxy plus 2y. Okay, and this gives us 3d dx squared y minus d dxy plus 6d dxy minus 2y, or 3d dx squared minus plus 5d dx minus 2, then y, which is exactly yung nakuha natin sa. So, ibig sabihin, in this particular case, yung operators ay nagko-commute. Okay? Yes. Yes.
We multiply the A with the 1 or the B with the Y if we're just gonna factor it.
Alin yung Hindi, first of all, it's not a multiplication. It's an operation. So A operates on Y kasi differential equation siya. Okay, and then Yung AY ngayon is a new function, doon naman mag-operate yung B sa bagong function na yun. Ano yung hindi ko naintindihan kung bakit mo sinasabi na i-factor out. Ano yung factor out? Yung Y? Yun nga yung point ng differential operator. Kasi if we use a differential operator, pwede natin ilabas yung Y. So, and that's what makes it convenient and actually powerful. Okay? Yeah. Okay, there's another example there pero hindi natin di-discuss yan kasi ano naman parang algebra lang naman yan, right? Okay lang? Okay. Okay. So, now we'll take on another property of differential operators. Okay, so ang differential operators are linear operators. Okay, in other words, if we have a function C1 F1 plus C2 F2, okay, which is the sum of two functions, my coefficients, and we allow an operator to act on these functions, then ang gagawin ng operator is that since C1 is C1 a constant, so C1 and C2 are constants, and F1 and F2 are functions, okay, functions of the independent variable. Kung ano man yung independent variable dyan. So C1 is a constant, so pwede nating isang tabi lang yan. A will then operate on F1. Tapos C2 is a constant, A will also operate on F2. Okay, so parang distributive property. Okay, pero remember, these are differential operators. Okay, they're not numbers. Okay, they are differential operators. Okay, so based on this, we can write yung fundamental laws of operation for differential operators. Okay, so we have yung commutative A plus B is equal to B plus A. Okay, associative A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. For multiplication, associative then, AB operating on C is equal to A operating on BC. Okay, and then we have yung distributive, so A, B plus C ay equal sa AB plus AC. And then yung commutative. AB is equal to B. Okay, so all of these operators, all of these laws of operation, even though we wrote them as fundamental, okay, well, they're really fundamental, okay, pero not all of them are exactly true, particularly yung number 5. Okay, tulad ng sinabi ko sa inyo, in quantum physics, not operators commute. Okay? So, but everything else, yung unang apat, they are applicable to any type of differential equation. Okay. So, some properties of operators, differential operators. Okay, so if you have this one, mth derivative, kaya hindi yan power mth derivative yung isa, and then nth derivative ay equal sa m plus nth derivative. Okay? Just like in ordinary numbers. Okay? Okay. So, the case derivative. Na-miss yung teacher nyo, no? Teacher nyo ba siya? Yung iba sa inyo? Sa kabila? Oo. Na-miss nyo siya, no? Sabay tama. Sakto lang. Okay. Case derivative operating on e to the mx. Yan. No? This is easy kasi exponential to. Okay, exponential yan. So, case derivative. So, how many times kang tawag dito magte-take ng derivative na exponential? K times. Di ba? And every time na nagte-take ka ng derivative ng exponential, merong coefficient na lumilitaw, which is yung coefficient ng x, which is m. Di ba? So, sa first derivative, meron ka, ang magiging sagot mo ay m times e to the mx. Tama ba? Sa second derivative, m squared na e to the mx. So sa case derivative, m to the k times exponential e to the mx. Naintindihan yan? Okay. Now, it's a property. Okay? Na at in-exploit lang natin yan by simply taking the derivative of the exponential. Okay, magiging sobrang useful yan mamaya. Okay, now we define a polynomial differential operator. Okay, so if fd is a polynomial in D, then we write a naught nth derivative plus a1 n minus 1th derivative plus a2 n minus 2th derivative plus a sub n minus 1 first derivative plus a sub n. Okay, and then if we operate yung polynomial derivative na yan on the exponential, okay, emx, what do we get? A naught, okay, m to the n, tapos exponential mx, tama ba? Plus a1, m to the n minus 1, exponential mx plus a2, m to the n minus 2, kalimutan ko. Exponential to the mx plus, okay, dito ko na lang nalagay. Sige. Ano na to? an minus 1. an minus 1, m e to the mx plus an e to the mx. Right? Okay. So a naught, factor out ko, lahat ng terms na yan ay may e to the mx, factor out ko yung e to the mx. So a naught m to the n plus a1 m to the n minus 1 plus a2 m to the n minus 2, okay, plus a to the n minus 1 m plus a to the n, then exponential mx, and this we write as f of m e to the mx. Okay. So it's the same polynomial pero written in terms of yung power no, yung coefficient no na nandoon sa exponential. Okay, so f of d e to the mx is equal to e to the mx f of m. Okay, nire-write ko lang. Okay? Yes.
F of n is a differential operator.
Hindi na. Hindi siya differential operator, di ba? Kasi yun yung result, ito yung lumabas nung inoperate na natin yung d dun sa exponential. Yes. So walang operator diyan sa loob ng parenthesis na yan. Okay. Dito sa naka-highlight diyan, walang operator diyan. They're all coefficients at saka numbers kasi m is the coefficient nung x dun sa exponential. It's a number. 'Di ba? And n is a number of times na i-multiply mo yung m sa sarili. So it's really just a number. No, yung operator ay yung FD. Yung e to the mx, yun yung ino-operate. Yun yung function. Yes, exactly. Siya yung y talaga. E to the mx.
Sir,
Yes.
why don't we write SF as summation?
Pwede naman, actually. Pero hindi siya useful at this time.
Fine.
Yes. Actually, hindi siya useful sa discussion na ito. Okay, kasi ganito yung gagawin ko next. Now, remember, itong left-hand side is a differential equation. You can think of it as a differential equation f of dy, tapos meron kang r of x dito. Okay? So, ang tawag natin dyan ay non-homogeneous differential equation if you recall from the previous lesson. So, if r of x is equal to 0, then it becomes a homogeneous linear differential equation. Okay? Now, if r of x is equal to 0, ibig sabihin f of m is equal to 0, then we're actually solving for the homogeneous solution of the homogeneous differential equation. Tama ba? Okay? Okay? Which means now we can actually obtain solutions by solving yung f of m equal to 0 by looking for the roots of the function of the roots of the polynomial. Kaya hindi useful yung summation notation. Okay? So maghahanap tayo ng roots. Now, ang tawag natin sa f of m is an auxiliary equation. Okay? And makikita natin na useful yan mamaya-maya konti. Okay. In about 7 minutes and 45 seconds. Time nyo. Wag nyo ng timer. Mag-focus na lang kayo dito. Okay. So that's property pa lang yung pinag-usapan natin, ha. So that's one property. Okay, so 1, 2, and then itong 3. Saan ba ito? Third property. Okay? Now, ito naman yung fourth property. Let's say we have a differential operator na ganito yung form, d minus a. Okay? And it's not uncommon. In fact, ginamit na nga natin yung example na yan. Ayan, d plus 2, 3d minus 1, di ba? It's in that form, d minus a. Okay? And we allow that operator to operate on e to the mx or e to the ax para consistent lang tayo sa notes. Okay? And a function y. So, dalawa. So, nag-operate siya on a product. Product of y and e to the ax. Okay. So, equal ngayon yan sa, okay, remember distributive, di ba? D e to the axy minus a e to the axy. Okay? Now, yung derivative na yan is a product. Gagamitin natin yung product rule. Okay, so this is a product, derivative of a product. So this is e to the ax dy plus a, di ba? Plus a e to the ax y, right? Yun yung second term, di ba? Minus a e to the axy, at makikita natin na magka-cancel sila. Okay, itong matitira is e to the ax dy. Okay? Okay, wait. May tawag dyan eh. Ba't wala sa notes yung tawag? Exponential shift.
Then, dineriva ito na dun sa AXY is a form of EAX copy, then they're gonna be on you see that one in terms of then plus two years. You then will see the tapos meron tayong minus dun sa AX.
So ang tawag sa property na to is an exponential shift. Okay? Okay?
Hindi.
Now, to generalize, okay, we can write the exponential shift. Actually, tawag dito. So, halimbawa, ang gawin natin is, gawin natin to. D squared e to the ax y. Anong makukuha natin dyan? Okay, remember that we can do this first. Diba? D minus a e to the ax y. Diba? By associative. Diba? Eh, alam na natin kung ano to, diba? So that's d minus a e to the ax dy. Right? Gamit yung exponential shift. Gamit ito. Right? Okay. Gamit ulit ang exponential shift. Okay, that's another e to the ax. Pero may d ka dito, tapos may d ka na doon, so that's d squared y. Okay? So, if we have nth derivative ng d minus a, e to the axy, then we'll get d e to the ax nth derivative ng y. Okay? So, in general, we can write if we have a polynomial of the form d minus a operating on e to the axy, it will give us e to the ax f of d of y. Okay, gamit ang exponential shift. So this is the general form of the exponential shift. D minus a. Bakit may squared yung alin? Kasi ang ginawa natin dito, 'di ba? Essentially A, B, Y yung ginawa natin. So, ginawa ko is ginanyan ko muna, 'di ba? Kaya ito muna yung ginamit ko. Okay. And from here, ito ay equal doon. Kaya ito ay nasinulat ko dito na ganyan. Okay? Okay. Okay, now let's say na ang dy is g. Okay. Sabihin lang natin pansamantala na g yan. Okay, yan. Sabihin natin na g. Dilalagay ko rito g. Okay? Tapos, ang magiging sagot ko ngayon dito sa baba ay ano? G. Ay, dg, sorry. dg. Gamit ito. Gamit yan. Right? Pero ang g is dy. So, d squared y. Yes. Okay na? Sure. So, anong sinulat ko dito? Nakasulat dito y to, no? Y and then dito d squared y. Okay? Okay, ngayon mag-examples na tayo. Sabi sa inyo 7 minutes and 45 seconds eh. Ano na? 11:07, 'di ba? Huh? Paano naging 26 seconds yung natitira, yung natitira. Oh, 'di ba hintayin natin. Para sakto. Okay, so consider tayo ng isang example. F of D. Let's say ng F of D is 2D squared plus 5D minus 12. Okay, so yan yung ating differential equation. Okay, ganyang form. The differential operator, hindi differential equation. Okay, so ano yung isang possible solution dito? Ang isang possible solution is when R of X is equal to 0. Diba? Which is a homogeneous differential equation. So, nakita natin na kanina na pag R of X is equal to 0, then we can also say na yung auxiliary equation is equal to 0. Ano auxiliary equation natin dito? Auxiliary equation is based on the polynomial, so it's 2m squared plus 5m minus 12. Oh. Kailangan yung balikan yung ano nyo. Solving for the roots. Ano to? Yes, may 2 sa harap eh. Hindi, ano bang coefficients ng, anong factors pala ng 12? 1, 3, 4, at saka 12. Di ba? Obviously, yung 1 at saka 12, hindi yan mag-work. Di ba? Kasi yung 12, sobrang laki. Either you use 12 or 12 times 2, 24. Hindi ka makakuha ng 5 from that. So, 4 and 3 lang, di ba? So, you use 4, 4 and 3. Pero, alin dyan yung plus, alin dyan yung minus. Yung 2 lalagay mo sa?
M.
So, plus 4 and then minus 3.
And 2
Ay, 2M. So, 2M dito sa. Okay? Kailangan yung matutunan, ma-review yan ha. So, ang roots ng auxiliary equation ay -4 at saka 3/2. Okay? Which means na ang isang differential equation ay is 2D squared plus 5D minus 12 raised to the operating on the exponential e to the minus 4x equals 0. Okay, yan yung isang differential equation. At yung pangalawang differential equation is minus 12 e to the 3/2 x equals 0. Okay? Which means na ang y1, yung isang solution is e to the minus 4x at yung isang solution ay e to the 3/2 x. Yes.
Kasi yung d is just b over x, that's yung e is just e to the ax. Walang y. R.
Anong walang y? Hindi, wala pa tayo doon. Nandito pa lang tayo sa ito, dito sa third property pa lang tayo. Wala pa tayo sa fourth. Ginagamit lang natin yung third property kasi if f of m is equal to 0, then may auxiliary equation ka na. So, ibig sabihin, ang isang solution is e to the mx. Okay? Madali nyo na lang ma-check yan. Di ba? Sobrang dali. Ayan, checkan ko na. Ayan. Hindi. I-check natin. So dun sa taas. Ano ang second derivative ng e to the minus 4x? I-check natin to ha. So 2 times, anong second derivative niyan? Dalawang beses ka mag-multiply ng -4, right? So 16. Okay, 16. Okay? Plus 5 times negative 4. Tama? Okay? Minus 12. Dito wala kang derivative dito eh. Okay? So anong sagot dito? 32 minus 20 minus 12 equals 0, which is equal to 0. Ba? So solution siya ng differential equation. May bubuyog sa likod mo. Yun. Ooh. Baka mamaya allergic kayo. Ano. So, okay. Check natin itong pangalawang differential equation if it is indeed a solution. So 2 times, ilang beses na, okay, so 3 halves squared. Okay, plus 5 times 3 halves minus 12. Okay, check natin. So 9 over 4 or 9 over 2 plus 15 over 2 minus 12 equals 9 plus 15, 24 divided by 2 minus 12, 0. So solution siya, differential equation. Yes. Anong grade niyo sa second exam? Oh, wala akong sinasabi ha. Okay? Okay? Questions? Dun sa mga online pag meron kayong tanong, alam niyo hindi ko nakikita yung yung Zoom. So i-on niyo lang yung mic ninyo.
Nandiyan si Mark.
Andito si Marco. Oo nga, pati si Seth hindi pumapasok. Parati na lang siyang online. Hindi ko na nga alam itsura nito. Saan ba nakaupo si Seth? Doon nakaupo si Seth. Naalala ko na. Naalala ko na siya. Okay, next example. Baka nasa Davao si Seth, no? Umuwi. D minus M, okay, nth derivative, okay, ng x to the k e to the mx equals 0. Okay, for k equals 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, and so on and so forth. Hanggang n minus 1. Anong food? Anong isi-serve daw?
Face card. Face.
Sports pa lang pinag-uusapan nila. Gagamitin natin itong fourth property. Yan. D minus A, nth derivative ng D minus A, e to the axy, okay, ay equal sa e to the ax, nth derivative ng y. Okay? Okay. So, if we use that there, makikita natin na yung y is equal to x to the k. Diba? So, yung tawag dito, exponential shift natin will give us ilan na to? X to the k, hindi, sorry, e to the mx. Okay, tapos d nth derivative ng k x to the k equals 0. Tama? Tama? By using yung exponential shift. And now you understand kung bakit hanggang n-1 lang yan. Kasi you cannot take the derivative of k, of x to the k, more than n times. More than n minus 1 times kasi magiging 0 na siya. Diba? Ibig sabihin, d to the 5th tapos yung k mo ay 4. Anong d? Diba? D to the 4th, x cubed. Tama? Tapos d cubed, x squared. Tapos d squared x equal to 0. Okay. Of course, pwede naman mag-extend pero wala ng point. Right? Okay. Sige, iwan na lang natin. Okay, na. Para. Okay. It's another example. So actually, yan na yung, iwan na natin ganyan yan kasi actually yan na yung solution niya. Ang solution niya is y equals x to the k. So, d plus 3, fourth derivative ng d plus 3 operating on y equals 0. Hindi na natin pwedeng gamitin yung exponential dito, di ba? Exponential shift. Kasi sa exponential shift, dapat, well, first of all, may exponent at yung exponent na yun ay may coefficient na a. Dito, yung exponent, yung ine-expect natin na dapat na exponent ay 3. Di ba? Di ba? In this form, hindi natin siya pwedeng gamitin. Pero if I multiply e to the 3x d plus 3 4, okay, d plus 3, fourth derivative ng d plus 3 on y, and I use the exponential shift, okay, ng pabaliktad, okay, so I get, dito ko kukunin e to the ax dn of y, ang magiging result ay d minus a nth derivative, di ba? E to the ax y. So, ang magiging result ay d plus 3. Remember, this is your d, current d. And then may 3 ako dito, minus 3. Di ba? Fourth derivative ng y, e to the 3x. So, I have d for fourth derivative ng y, e to the 3x. Okay, and of course, yan ay equal sa 0 base dito. Yes. Sure. Yes.
What just happened?
Just happened. Okay. Sige. Ganitong gawin natin. So i-rewrite ko to. E to the 3. Let's use another operator. A letter for an operator. Ano ba magandang letter ng operator? B, kasi yun yung ginagamit natin kanina. B, okay. B for y. Okay, na kung saan yung B ay equal sa d plus 3. Okay? Okay. So, using this, e to the ax, b to the nth derivative ng b, y. Diba? Sige, isulat natin yung exponential shift dito. D plus a e to the ax y equals sa e to the ax d n y. Okay, and then yung d pala papalitan ko ng b. Okay, para lang para mas clear. Okay, so b and then b. Okay lang yan? So that's still the exponential shift. Okay, this is exactly this one. So I can write b plus a the n e to the axy. Tama? Pero yung b is d plus 3. And yung a ay 3. So yung a actually ay 3. So this is actually 3x and this is 3. Yung b ay but plus yan. Minus dapat yan. Minus to minus. Sorry. That's minus and then minus. Okay. So yung b is d plus 3 and then minus 3 and e to the 3xy, which is just d and e to the 3xy. Dn, ang n dito is 4. Okay, 4. Which is this one. Okay, now, because of the exponential shift, mag-shift na rin kayo. Oh,
Okay.
pwede kong gawin ito. E to the 4xy equals c1. Tama? I integrate. Okay lang? Remember na ang d is ddx. So this is an integral with respect to x. Okay. And then I integrate one more time. E to the 4xy c1x plus c2. And then I integrate another time. c1x squared. Okay. Over 2 yan, pero ilalagay ko na sa c1. Okay lang? Hindi, sige, para hindi na kayo nalilito. Ayan. C2x plus another constant C3 and then e to the 4xy equals sa C1. Ano integral nito? X cubed over 6 na plus C2 x squared over 2 plus C3x plus C4. So y is equal to C1 x cubed over 6e to the minus 4x plus c2 x squared over 2 e to the minus 4x plus c3 x e to the minus 4x plus c4 e to the minus 4x. And that's now your solution to this differential equation. Okay, so yan na yung solution dyan sa differential equation. Okay. So yan yung kinaganda ng exponential shift. Because you can simplify yung d minus a to d, okay, and then just simply straightforward na integrate nyo na lang yung differential equation. Ay, oo nga, no? 3x pala yun. Basta 3 yan, ah. Hindi ko nakapalitan, ang dami. Okay? E to the 3x dapat yan. Hindi ko na. Zero sa? Bakit siya magiging 0? Ah. Ano? Negative 4x. Although dapat negative 3x yan kasi yung exponential is 3x. Okay? So, yan. I-multiply mo to by ano? Exponential negative 4x, di ba? So, makakancel ito. Well, hindi naman makakancel. Mag-i-equal sila sa 1. Right? Okay, so break muna tayo. And then tuloy natin yung pag-solve ng differential equation. So last, bago tayo mag-break, ang pinag-uusapan natin ay paggamit ng mga properties ng differential operators to solve differential equations. Linear differential equations of higher order. Okay, so we have linear. Okay, ngayon, just to generalize, kanina, meron tayong sinusolve na na equation na f of d e to the mx equals 0. At ang approach natin dito is to get the auxiliary equation. Okay? Solve for the roots. Diba? Mi. Okay, and then ang naging solution natin, okay, yung mga solution or solutions ay yung roots. Okay, nung tawag dito, nung differential equation. Ay, nung auxiliary equation. Okay? So yan yung mga and if you have two roots, katulad kanina, saan na yan? So meron tayong two roots dito, okay, y1 tsaka y2. Yung general solution dito ay yung sum nung dalawang solutions. Okay? Okay, remember that if one is if you have a solution y1, another solution y2, then y1 plus y2 is also a solution. Okay? Kaya pwede natin isulat yung general solution as the sum of these solutions with yung coefficients na C1 tsaka C2, where C1 and C2 are to be obtained based on the boundary or initial conditions. Okay? Okay. So yan yung yan yung isa diyan. Okay, so pwede nating i-solve ngayon yung pwede na tayong mag-consider pa ng iba pang examples. Oops. Okay, so let's say we have this differential equation, dx3y minus 4 d squared y dx squared plus dy dxy plus 6y equals 0. Okay, so yung ating polynomial na tawag dito na differential operator ay d cubed minus 4d squared plus d plus 6. Tama?
Yun.
Nakikita kita. Okay. Wala ka nang magagamit dyan. Pangalan ko naman yung nakaano dyan. Okay. So yung auxiliary equation ay m cubed minus 4m squared plus m plus 6. Yes. Iyak na lang. Kasi tatlo ang roots. Tama? Synthetic division. Of course, tatlo lang naman, it turns out na tatlo lang naman talaga yung factors nung 6, di ba? Ay, actually, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 6. So, mamimili ka lang naman kung alin doon, di ba? Yun lang naman ang doon.
Either negative.
So, plus 1, minus 2, minus 3 equals 0. Okay? Hindi na natin ano yan. Kaya dapat alam niyo yan.
Dito tinuro sa akin school eh.
Okay, so ang roots ay -1, 2, at saka 3. Which means na ang general solution ay C1 exponential negative x plus C2 exponential 2x plus C3 exponential 3x. Right? The disappearing solution. Kaya mag-alala, hindi ako magbibigay ng cube na Fourth lang. Hindi. Bigyan ko kayo ng hint. Most differential equations na ginagamit sa physics ay second order differential equations. Okay. Halos wala kayong makikita na third order differential equations or higher order differential equations. Ah. Okay. So, ito naman. Another example. 3d cubed dx cubed y plus 5d squared dx squared y minus 2 dy dx equals 0. Okay, so ano ang polynomial differential operator natin? 3d cubed plus 5d squared minus 2d equals 0. At ang auxiliary equation ay ito medyo maano to. Comfortable na i-solve. Okay, so anong roots nito? M plus 2 M minus 1/3. Teka.
Under.
Uy, possible naman na ano na. 1/3 na. Right. Yeah, 1/3.
Kailangan mo kasi i-divide by 3 yung coefficient mo. Okay? M equals 0. So, ang general solution ay y equals C1. Ito yung exponential 0x plus exponential negative 2x. C2 dapat. C2 exponential negative 2x plus C3 exponential x over 3.
Zero. Negative 2. Zero, 1/3 and negative.
0, negative 2, at saka 1/3. Diba? M equals negative 2, M equals 1/3, tsaka M equals 0. Huh? Algebra lang naman yan. Oo nga.
Inisip ko lang po yung C2 ba, pwede yung EX.
Hindi nag-matter.
Hindi naman.
Hindi nag-matter. Kasi Yan. Okay. When t equals 0, x equals 0, and dx dt ay equal sa 3. Okay, so ngayon ang independent variable dito ay t, di ba? At ang dependent variable ay x. So, ano ang ating polynomial dito? Polynomial na differential operator? D squared minus 4. Okay, and then yung ating auxiliary equation ay ang roots ay tama ba? Okay. So, ang general solution ay C1 exponential 2t. Okay, remember na ang tawag dito, ang dependent variable ay x at ang independent variable ay t. Then plus C2 exponential minus 2t. Okay, so when t equals 0, x equals 0. So 0 equals C1 plus C2. Right? Then we take the derivative of x with respect to t, we get C1 times 2 exponential 2t minus 2 C2 exponential minus 2t. Okay, and then when t equals 0, dx dt equals 3. So 3 equals 2c1 minus 2c2. Tama? So meron tayo ngayong systems of equation to solve for c1 and c2. So when you solve that, you get c1 equals 3/4 and C2 equals negative 3/4. Which means na ang ating solution ay x equals 3/4 e to the 2t. Tama? Kasi yung C1, yung e to the 2t, minus 3/4 e to the minus 2t, or 3/4 e to the 2t minus e to the minus 2t. Okay, or ang x of t natin ay 3/4 hyperbolic sign ng 2. Okay lang. Kung hindi nyo alam, okay. Ay, the disappearing solution again. Hindi naman. Okay na yung isang solution din. Kung hindi nyo ma. Now, if you notice dito sa tawag dito, sa mga naging examples, yung roots, saan na yung roots? Okay, ito. Yung roots na ito, sa example na to, and then yung roots dito, at saka yung roots dito, ay non-repeating. Walang similar. Di ba? Paano kung repeating roots? Actually, nagawa na natin yan earlier. Okay? Like here. Di ba? Di ba? Repeating yung roots. Ito. Yung roots niya ay, actually, ito pala, d plus 3. Yan, d plus 3. Ang roots niya ay 4 na negative 3. Tama? Tama? Okay. At ang napansin nyo dito is that, of course, syempre, hindi ko kinorek sarili ko ngayon na may consequence dahil hindi ko kinorek yung sarili ko. Negative 3, negative 3, negative 3, negative 3. Anong naging solution? Ang isang part ng solution is e to the minus 3x. Tapos, meron pa siyang mga x squared, at saka x cubed. And then dito may x to the 0. Diba? Okay? So pag repeating yung roots, i-expect nyo na meron kayong solution na in the form ng e to the ax, and then may coefficient pa siya na x squared, x to the 4th, depende kung ilang roots yung meron. Okay? Na merong ganito, x squared, x cubed. Okay? Yun yung gusto ni Mark, na repeating yung roots kasi in-expect niya na may x. X squared. Anong comment ni Mark dito? Hintayin natin. Wala pa siyang comment. Hindi na naman nakikinig. Okay. Mapapanood niya naman to sa sa video. Kung papanoorin niya. Okay, so let's say we have this differential equation, d to the fourth minus 7d cubed plus 18d squared minus 20d plus 8 y equals 0. So anong auxiliary equation dito? M to the fourth minus 7m cubed plus 18 minus 20m plus 8 equals 0. Okay lang yan. M equals 1 and then may tatlong 2. Okay. So ang isang solution, ang general solution is C e to the x. Okay? Yan yung una. Okay, ngayon tatlo, may repeating roots ka, tatlo. So ganito niyo siya isusulat ngayon. Plus C1 e to the 2x. So ito yung x to the 0. Plus C2x e to the 2x. Plus C3x squared e to the 2x. Okay? Yes.
The C1s are both for the M1 and M2. There are two C1s.
Ay, oo nga. Sorry. C. Dapat C2 na yan. C3, C4. C2, C3, C4. Tama. Ngayon lang nagka-catch up sa inyo yung mga yan. Joke namin yan nung bata ka. At saka joke yan ng mga di ba, sa US? Joke yan ng mga ng mga nega, di ba? Di ba? Di ba? Your mama's so fat, di ba? Yung mga ganun sila eh. Alam niyo yun? Oo.
Yung mama.
Uy, naka-record tayo ah.
Ilan ba mo? Hindi kami manda yun. Si Delmi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, another example. Okay. D to the fourth plus 2d cubed plus d squared y equals 0. Okay, so auxiliary equation ay m to the fourth plus 2m cubed plus m squared. Okay, equals 0. Okay, so medyo, ano to, m to the m squared plus 2m plus 1. Di ba? M squared equals 0. Tama? And this is m plus 1, m plus 1, m squared equals 0. So ang roots ay dalawang -1 at saka dalawang 0. So in this case, ang ating general solution ay C1, sige nga, exponential e to the x plus C2 x e to the minus x plus C3 plus, hindi, iba na yung roots niya eh. Iba na yung root niya. Di ba? Dalawang roots to. Di ba? Isang -1, dalawang -1, tsaka dalawang ano. So ito yung C3 e to the 0 to, di ba? Which is 1. Okay? So, sige, lagay ko na lang muna e to the 0x plus C4 x e to the 0x. Pero ang e to the 0 ay 1. Okay.
It's your then she's gonna plug it.
Yes.
To the-
Yes. To the n minus 1. Yes.
Each repeating has a equation like x.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Isa na lang. And pwede tayo mag-dismiss ng maaga.
Yes.
12:29. Maybe 12:28 ganun. Ay,
Kanina pa yan sa 1, 2.
kaya nga no? Grabe na. Okay, now ang i-consider natin ay imaginary roots. Okay, ibig sabihin, yung roots have this form. M1 equals A plus IB and M2 equals A minus IB. Naintindihan nyo naman itong complex numbers?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So, of course, ang general solution is C1 e to the M1x plus C2 e to the M2x, which you write as C1, okay, exponential, okay, pareho lang yan A plus IB x plus C2 exponential A minus IB x. Okay. Saan galing yun? Ngayon, grabe. Alam niyo naman to, di ba?
Expansion.
Yes.
Ayun, I learned oil on something.
Equation.
Whoa. Wow.
So, ang exponential ng A plus or minus, okay lang yan? Okay, plus or minus IBX ay cosine X plus or minus, cosine, mali, sorry. Cosine A, hindi, ulitin ko, sorry. Ay equals sa e to the AX, e to the plus or minus IBX. Yan, okay, yan yung. So e to the AX, then times cosine X plus or minus I sine, cosine BX, sorry. Sine BX. Okay, so papalitan natin ngayon tong expressions dito. Okay na lang, okay na. Tapos, dalawang examples na lang na mabilis, tas yun na. Nakikita nyo naman sa notes eh. So, alam nyo na kung gaano kabilis to. Okay. Okay, AX, e to the AX cosine BX plus or minus I sine BX. Okay? Okay, so ito ngayon yung i-write natin Ito. Yan na dito. So, yung Y na yan ay magiging equal sa C1 e to the ax cosine bx plus I sine bx plus C2 e to the ax cosine bx minus I sine bx. Ang tagal ng photoshoot niya. Kaya nga eh. Ah, okay. C1 plus C2 e to the ax cosine bx. So, ginroup ko lang yung mga cosine bx. Okay. Plus I C1 minus C2 e to the ax sine bx. So, ginroup ko lahat ng imaginary components. Or you can just write C3 e to the ax cosine bx plus I C4 e to the ax sine bx. Okay, so yan yung general solution. So d cube, example, 3d squared plus 9d plus 13y equals 0. Sige. Sulat muna kayo. Okay, so, ano na? Anong auxiliary equation? M cubed minus 3 m squared plus 9m plus 13 equals 0. Okay. So, ang roots niyan is negative 1, 2 plus 3i, 2 minus 3i. Okay. So, immediately, alam niyo na kagad yung general solution. C1 e to the minus x plus C2. And then yung 2, di ba? Yung 2, yan yung magiging e to the 2x. Yan yung e to the ax. Right? Tama? Okay. Cosine 3x. Okay. Plus C3 e to the 2x sine 3x. Magtataka kayo, asan yung imaginary number? In-incorporate ko lang sa C3. So yung mga coefficients na yan can be complex numbers. Okay? Para, kung nalilito kayo, di lalagay ko nila imaginary number. Naintindihan niyo kung paano nangyari yan? Ha? 6-7? Ano yung sabihin ng 6-7? Marami ibig sabihin yan eh. Pwede nga nonsense eh, di ba? 67% plus 16y equals 0. So, auxiliary equation I or m squared plus 4 squared equals 0. Yes, 2i yan, di ba? So, ang roots mo ay positive 2i, negative 2i, and then another positive 2i, at saka another. So, may imaginary number ka na, may repeating roots ka pa. Okay? So, ang general solution ay, okay, test natin. Yung A nyo dito is no. A plus IB X, di ba? 0 ang A. Di ba? Di ba? Okay. Alam niyo ba na naka-public yung mga YouTube ko? So pag may ibang nanood dito na matitinig, ganyan pala mga Filipino students. Okay. So, Okay, ibig sabihin, ano na lang lalagay natin dito? Cosine 2x. Tama ba? Cosine 2x. Plus I C2 sine 2x. Right? Kaso, repeating siya. So, ibig sabihin, maglalagay pa tayo ng tutuwa na naman si Mark. Maglalagay tayo ng x plus C3x cosine 2x plus I C4x sine 2x. Okay, so syempre pwede natin i-simplify yan. Pagsamahin lang natin lahat ng cosines. So C1 plus C3x cosine x plus I C2 plus C4x sine 2x. Okay? Ha? Ano yung sabihin?
Isa lang yung box.
Ay, oh.
Hey.
Ano? Questions? Questions?
Just one more.
Okay na?
Whatever.
Wala questions? Ayan, maaga tayo. Kahit konti. So, I will see you Tuesday next week. Now, banggitin ko lang mabilis. Tawag dito.